Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I'm unsure if I should be doing this, but let's try it out, see how it goes. But last time on our adventure, we were introduced to our intrepid, being used loosely, heroes as they meet in the tavern. Though we left with a set of quote-unquote heavy hands placed on both of our shoulders, whatever that means. I guess we'll find out, so stay tuned and enjoy. Oh no, it's the rambunctious group.
They are clad in armor, silver armor, and there is a definite drunken breath on this guy's coming from this guy. He is blonde, dusty blonde hair, the chiseled, handsome face. He has a big mug of something in one hand. Oh, you got some spilled on you as he wrapped his arms around you.
All right. Yep.
Around your shoulder. He's like, he's like, you know what else is a savory drink? The blood of a dragon. When it spills out of as you stick your sword in them.
Ah, yes. I've been hearing you guys have been telling about your escapades. Tell me, what kind of dragon was it?
Oh, it was one of those elder blue dragons. It was ferocious. It had so many sharp teeth. It had been terrorizing a village for years. No one had been able to get close at all. And then we showed up. We took on the quest.
I want to roll insight.
Okay, we took on the quest. We killed the dragon and took its hoard and gave it to all the people of the village.
And let me guess, everyone applauded, right?
Well, some applauded. The rich really didn't care because they were sort of upset that those younger people, those lower, the poor were getting richer to them.
May I roll insight now?
Yes, and I'm wondering what Owen's doing.
Yeah, what are you doing, Owen?
He is rolling his eyes.
Where is he?
He's sitting where he was sitting.
So I'm testing the dice out a little. I think... Oh no, it's rolling the same numbers! It's rolling the same numbers! Well, I got a nat 20 on that one, but... Okay, I don't know if it's inadvertently weighted or not.
Owen is casting Detect Magic. He gets to do this at will to the feet.
Oh,
you can only look at the magic on people's feet?
No.
Anyway, okay, real roll here. I got a 3 plus a 6, that's a 9. So probably nothing.
I will let you have... It might be stretched a little bit, but which adventurer does not stretch a tale of his grandeur feats? And for Detect Magic, what kind of... Like, you're looking over the room?
Looking over the room, looking over them, trying to, gauge, okay, are they actually having magical items?
They do seem to have some magical items on them. Nothing too prominent. Nothing like you would see. Nothing like you would think would have come out of a dragon horde.
Okay.
So wait, with this detect magic, does it just tell you the magic in the area?
You can look at an item and you will see that it's magic, and then if you focus on it, it'll tell you what school of magic it is.
All right, is he looking at Xenon at all?
You can't tell exactly what it is.
Okay. Is he looking at Xenon at all?
He would probably just glance over.
Okay, well, if he's using Detect Magic and he happens to look at Xenon, he would know that it's illusion magic.
So, yes. So now you have this gentleman hanging over you. He's like, I bet you guys have never seen a dragon in your life. Let alone been had one bleeding down your neck.
Read about them.
Oh, reading about them is nothing like being right up to them. Feeling the scales upon your hands.
Are you being
touching
intimate
the
with
dragon?
one?
Yeah, are you... The words you are using to describe the dragon, you are drinking its blood and groping it, and those are like the two main things I've gotten from your story, which, like, one, if like, I don't mind take care if you grope a dragon, but, like, the blood in high amounts because of the iron in it, it's kind of not good for...
He sort of stands up and like does that gasping, oh my gosh, how dare you say that to me?
I don't mean to be a bother, but isn't dragon's blood kind of dangerous to ingest?
I did not say I ingested it. I bathed in it as I stabbed it. And no, I didn't stab it in that way. You are you.
Did you clean yourself afterwards? You might want to get that checked.
Well, yes, that I was a little about to say the same thing. Yeah,
Xenon will remember that.
Yeah, you,
So
well, if you had like a cut on you or something, and you got covered in drag, like blood carries a lot of pathogens and like diseases and such.
And dragons specifically.
Yeah, dragons with like the ability to, well, really anything, live for so long. You got to collect a few things.
I mean, drinking dragon's blood kind of turns you slightly into one, if I recall. So it might be dangerous. You should get it checked.
Yeah, you should maybe go see a cleric. Like I don't know. I'm not judging your personal events. I'm just saying you might want to get checked for like hepatitis D, and the D's for dragon. I don't.
He's like, well, you guys should be checking your face, and next thing you know, he is swinging at you guys.
And let's just say that we have a chance to dodge that, right? I'm assuming he would be doing it with disadvantage because he's drunk.
Yeah, he is drunk off his ass. Yeah, he is so drunk off his ass, he is missing you both with ease and falling flat on his face.
Right.
Because he nat one.
Nice. Why am I
and he is
that?
And he is calling as he hits the ground. He's like, "You saw that? They hit me. Get them!" And then suddenly, his gaggle of companions are starting to grab the nearest objects that they can, and starting a bar brawl.
Did you all get bathed in dragon's blood? Because I think that this might be what's going on here.
Yeah. Also, if you're like when you're done with this, when your friend goes to sleep, make sure he sleeps on his side. I'm just saying that. I just don't want anything bad to happen.
With our attempts at being kind, can we roll persuasion to see if we can calm them down?
You can sure try. I mean, it's
all right, Greg, let's roll persuasion.
Oh, I'm great at that. I'm not. It's the one thing my character's bad at. That's why I made him kind of like a goofball dork. And that's an 8.
I got a 15.
Oh, let me see. Hold on 1 second.
On his side when he sleeps? That's dangerous for somebody so intoxicated.
5 by 2. That averages out to be a 10.
It would average out to be a 12, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you are not persuading them. This brawl is happening. So we are going to take initiatives.
All right.
So let's see.
This donut. Please, donut. Donut. Donut.
Donut what?
I don't know. It's only doing single-digit numbers.
Kane, did you do something to his dice before you sent them?
I did nothing.
And Greg, are you using the moss?
I was not. I was because I didn't want to do too much noise stuff. I was using the online one. But I can go get the NOS ones real quick.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
they're on my special nerd shelf.
I
So,
am going
yes.
to change the dice. After rolling a different dice and not getting single digits, I did get a 21.
21. Okay, Kane. Owen.
Hold on. Do the other people's first. I'm choosing a different color for.
Okay. And then oh my gosh, why can't and I remember your character, Greg. It's driving me nuts.
Begins with a G, right?
Yeah. Gideon, I rolled a
Gideon.
22. Yeah.
Gideon. Okay, gets a 22.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are really doing it tonight.
Yeah.
So Owen.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my die.
Okay.
Gotta get me on my backpack briefcase, you guys.
Oh, that's right.
14.
You got that whole set put up there now. So okay. Oh, I forgot to roll for the Bar Brawl.
Barbara?
Yep.
Bob Ross?
Bar Bros. Which that seems to confuse the kiddos. Okay, so Gideon is first.
All right. Gideon's first. So do all these individuals look intoxicated?
In one way or another, the most intoxicated ones are the adventurers.
I think that's what he meant.
Right.
But the other random people, the townsfolk people, don't seem to be too intoxicated. Some of the other travelers can be intoxicated, but not as much. It's a general mosh pit kind of bar brawl.
Right. Okay. So is there anybody?
Though there is one person you notice that is not doing a single thing, and that is the guy with the black cloak that you haven't seen his face. He is still leaning against the wall in his chair and doesn't seem to be participating in any of this.
Are there anybody particular individuals attacking either of my new friends?
Yes, there is random people going after him because the Bar Brawl is technically it's a single entity as it's taken. So yes, it will go after anyone.
Wait, I roll to hit the Bar Brawl?
Yep.
What?
You roll to hit the Bar Brawl. It's just it's classified as like a swarm.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Bob Ross.
Suddenly, you get painted next to a cute little bush.
So does this count as one entity or multiple entities?
One entity.
Okay. All right. Then Gideon will pull out his rapier and attack. But he will not use any form of his magics or anything like that because he is not wanting to.
So non-lethal.
Non-lethal. This is a very defensive.
Yeah.
Way
you're trying to put the kids in timeout.
Yes, and he's going to swing
Mhm.
my new dice. 8. That's a 13 to hit.
You hit it.
All right, and since this counts as one entity, he has. Would you allow him to add the +2 damage for his fighting style dueling?
Yes.
Okay.
And just so everyone knows, first combat is probably going to be a little slower than normal because we're still getting used to what these weapons are going to do for us, how we usually roll them, since it's all new. It's all brand new to us for these characters.
Correct. So I have to read up a few things on monks because I've never actually played a monk before.
Yeah. Also, that is 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing.
Non-lethal. This is very much like he is using the rapier to push people away or to kind of defensively get.
You knock a couple people down. One guy actually falls and hits his head on the table and is knocked out. It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he sees two people like about to punch. He just smacks their hands with the rapier. Like, stop it! No, we're not doing this.
You poke one in the head to sort of knock him out, kind of thing.
Yeah,
With the butt end. So okay, and now we are going to Xenon.
All right. So, just so I can read this correctly, kind of trying to show the finesse that Xenon has, like in his coat and everything. He kind of has knuckle dusters on. That's what his weapon is.
Ooh.
And he kind of always has them on just as a way of defending himself. But when he sees someone going to attack Gordon, right? Gordon? It's Gordon?
Gideon. But
Gideon.
Gordon works too.
I keep thinking he's Gordon Ramsay. Gideon Gray. Gideon Greymane. Gideon Hittigan. I have to remember that somehow. So, Xenon will kind of, he ducks slightly under the table as he kind of like does this weird twist on the ground under the table, and he comes up to punch someone under, like, in their jaw, and he does this like directly around and behind Gideon. So the best way to describe it is he does a little dance-like motion and comes up from right beneath Gideon to punch the person who is attacking him.
So you're throwing in a little ballerina moves into it and parrying and woo.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Let's see. If you make an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on your turn and are holding a kensei weapon, which happens to be my knuckle dusters, you can use it to defend yourself. If it is a melee weapon, you gain a +2 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn while the weapon is in your hand and you aren't incapacitated. So, I'm using this. What I'm trying to figure out is it says as part of the attack action, so for attack, I have to make an unarmed strike for it to work, correct? Okay, so he is doing an unarmed strike, but because it is his monk weapon, it counts as an unarmed strike. And so, not one.
You did
Ooh. So as you come up behind this guy to punch this guy, he sort of wobbles enough because he's drunk, so he stumbles and you miss him. Give me a D20 roll, please.
Any sort of saving throw for it?
Nope, I'm just seeing what fate has in store for you.
7.
You don't hit what's his face? John, we're having really hard. Greg, we're having a really hard.
Gideon. It's 3 syllables. It's
I know.
I can change the name to something more memorable.
No, that's fine.
Just give us some time, please. Yeah. We'll get it.
Yeah. So you miss Gideon and you miss the bar brawl, but you don't fall flat on your butt and you don't hit him by accident. So,
okay. Am I able to make the bonus action with my unarmed strike?
Roll it again to see if you could hit.
All right. This isn't going to be a nat 1. There we go. I got a 17.
That hits.
It's 1d4 plus bludgeoning, I think. So 1d4 bludgeoning plus my dexterity modifier, if I'm correct. Oh,
that's probably right. Yep.
Let me know if I'm wrong at any point. Where's my d4? D4? Where are you?
Check the floor. That's where they like to hide.
It's an augmented D4. It's one of those ones that looks like a rod.
Oh.
They even have a D3. Okay, here we go.
So it won't hurt you as much.
Put them in your shoes for safekeeping.
6 non-lethal bludgeoning damage. So, like, after he does that whole twirl and he comes up to hit the guy and he misses, he does another attack with his other fist to hit them in the jaw again.
Yep, you make contact this time, and you knock this gentleman out.
All right.
In the whole grand scheme of things. Now we are moving over to Owen.
Okay. So he looks a little perturbed at this. It's like, kids, can't we just play nice? And he casts fog on everyone, or on the group that's fighting.
So you do, as you are doing this, the orc looks up from you. He has a gentleman wrapped in a headlock and is giving him a noogie, and he's like, "I am playing nice. You should see me when I'm angry." And so you are casting fog in this place, and the place just totally fogs up with fog that is thick as pea soup.
Or jelly brains.
Or jelly brains. And it doesn't, it seems to perturb some of the people, but others, it seems to like, you just hear breaking furniture. Like they grab something and are just swinging it wildly. But soon there is not much furniture left. How long does this last?
Up to 1 hour.
Oh. So
if I keep it up an hour.
Well, you could if you're it's definitely going to
Because it's a 20-foot radius sphere, and he would try to keep it more on. You guys can hear me better now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He would try to keep it more on the ruffians, as they were.
In the end, you do hear the skirmish dying down. And soon there doesn't seem to be any sounds of anyone grunting or anything being broken or any indication that it is continuing.
So does combat end?
So what do you do?
Oh, that's my turn, so.
Yeah, what do you drop it?
I mean, is it someone else's turn?
We'll go through and do one round in the fog. Then we go to Gideon. What do you do? The room is foggy.
Is anybody attacking Gideon or anything like that, or attacking?
You're not sure. You cannot see.
Okay. Oh, Gideon can't. How far can Gideon not see?
You can't see you can't see your hands in front of your face.
Okay, Gideon's just gonna kind of step to where he knows his friend is. I would say Xenon, because he was standing next to him before that.
You bump into someone's shoulder. You're not fully sure. Xenon, someone bumps your shoulder. You're not fully sure who it is.
Is this? Oh no, I'm trying to get to that voice. Is this Xenon, my friend?
Yeah, you don't know his name yet.
Is this my friend? Who can only eat my fruit friend?
Sure, why not?
All right, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. I'm just gonna take my action to pull out my coin purse, hoping that the damages aren't that bad. I don't know who.
And then Xenon, it is your turn.
Well, Xenon, does he hear anything happening? Like anything that he should look out for?
You are. Give me a perception roll.
Oh boy, guess what I've been specking into again?
I figured
no.
as much.
It makes a lot of sense with him too, because he's a detective. I got a 19.
You do not. You hear something whiz over your head, but nothing coming towards you. There seems to be the brawling seems to be dying down, as it sounds like some people have been knocked out.
By whizzing over my head, you mean like an arrow?
More like a chair.
Oh, so instead of like a, it's more like a.
Yeah, more like that, and then it crashes into the wall and breaks.
I'm doing sound effects now for no reason. All right. Well, since I hear it dying down, I think I'm going to take a dodge action just in case.
Okay. Then it is the Bar Brawler's turn, and nothing seems to happen. And though Owen, is your magic? Well, no, your magic would be your magic sight would be still obscured by the fog because the fog is magical.
Oh, and also I had to concentrate on it.
Yeah. You all would hear like it's a female voice from the behind the bar saying, just grumbling, and something gets slammed on the counter as a sort of like a light ring radiates out and seems to just go through the fog a second. You could tell where it hits people that are still up because it sort of makes it stop and ripples around them, kind of thing. And then everything goes quiet.
I think whoever put up that fog can lower it now. It sounds like things have calmed down.
On his turn, he will dismiss it.
Okay, because you're out of combat, and when you dismiss the fog, surprisingly, nothing's broken in the room.
Huh.
Everything seems to be put back. Like chairs are pushed in around tables. The lanterns are back on it, lit and still all solid. But you guys clearly remember hearing things breaking and whizzing past you. And the bartender behind the lady behind the bar seems to be bending over and putting something away. But the people that got the adventurers and some of the other people are laying around on the floor, knocked out or passed out. Or
Is it just us who's not knocked out?
it's you guys, looks like a couple of the locals, and the black cloaked figure that was leaning against the next to the wall on the fireplace. He seems to have a book out that he's reading now.
I suppose that was a way to clean up, wasn't it? And he'll look to the lady, assuming that she was the one who did that with that weird golden ring.
And she seems to be going back to washing glasses. As there's a ring and a platter of blackened venison is set on the in the window between the kitchen and the bar area, along with some juice, and she takes those and brings them out to you guys, and sets the things down in front of you, and then goes back to work.
He will probably stop her and say, "Sorry about that. They tried to pick a fight with us.
I saw it all. It was not your fault. They started it. They will be paying for the damages."
Damages?
Yes.
Is this an illusion then, perhaps?
Oh no, everything's fixed. It's just that it takes a little gold to re-energize the pot.
Do they have a room here? I should probably put them in their rooms.
Oh,
And
really?
make sure they're laying on their side.
Yeah. Making sure they're okay, because obviously they were a little verbose. Maybe they killed a dragon, maybe they didn't, I don't know, but they want to be heroes, and I commend them for that.
What they did was grope something and played with a lot of blood, so I don't...
Why are you speaking with my intonations?
You don't know, I tried to have like an old deep man voice. But I slowly moved into Sean Connery.
You're both Sean Connerys now. You're cloning each other.
Oh no. So, do you happen to know what rooms they're in?
I believe they were in the first room, just above the stairs. On the stairs, room 1. She says with a smile.
All right. If you want to make sure I don't do anything out of the ordinary,
no.
or
I'm sure you're perfectly fine. No ordinary person would just volunteer to take the people that just tried to kick their asses up to their room. I'm sure you're a very fine and trustworthy gentleman.
I'll remember that, I suppose, but Yes, I will go take them to their rooms. Are they all in the same room then?
Yes, I believe so. They were talking. They seemed to think about getting separate rooms, but then they decided, oh, let's save the coin and just get one room.
Maybe they might be poorer than they thought. Interesting. All right, well, thank you. And pardon me, Xenon will excuse himself from where everyone is and the table. He left his orange juice there kind of because he forgot about it a little, and he goes to pick up who he can and carry them. Does anyone else follow him?
The cloaked figure picks up someone and helps carry him, following you.
But Gideon will also carry him, but that's
Xenon will
eating
ask
his hot food.
Xenon will ask the cloaked figure if he's with the party.
The cloaked figure just nods.
And why'd you let them fight then?
He sort of just shrugs. He seems to be a man of little words.
Well,
but he did leave his book on the chair to save his spot.
So yeah, they carry them to their rooms.
You carry him to the room 1. You put him in there. How do you put him in there?
Well, I assume that there's a bed. He's obviously drunk,
there's actually 2 beds.
Okay, 2 beds. Just put them all together on one bed. Just lump them on there. No, he would. He doesn't have the best medical knowledge, but because of what Gideon said about putting them on their side so they don't throw up, that's what he's gonna do. He will grab one of them, put them on their side, and make sure that they are in a comfortable position that won't cause problems when they wake up.
Do you observe anything else? Do you look around the room? Do you poke anywhere? Or do you just sleep?
Kind of curious, like, did they have like a journal or anything? Because he wanted to know for certain if they really did kill a dragon.
Is there like a bucket of dragon's blood they all drink from or something?
He can actually ask the cloaked figure that, like, did you guys actually slay a dragon?
Cloaked figure nods yes, but then he sort of indicates with his hands.
It's kind of like a so-so kind of.
No, he indicates the size with his hands, and it's more of about 3 to 4 feet apart. He shows with his hands.
Oh, I get it. You defeated a young dragon, very young, or small.
He sort of motions to like they did it, not him.
I understand. I won't say anything. I was just curious.
And he sort of nods to you and waits and see what she does next.
Well, is everyone up there then that needs to be rested?
Yep. Yeah, you got everyone up there. There was 4 other figures plus the cloaked one. So yes, between you three, yeah, you got him up there.
Well, it might take a bit of coin to pay for the damages that were done, but here. And Xenon will give the cloaked figure a coin.
He holds up his hands like, no, I won't take it.
Are you sure? Is your group well off? Do you need money?
He puts his hands up like, no, we don't need it.
He nods. All right. Well, I'll let you take care of your friends then. I'm gonna head back down and have my juice. I'm a little lightheaded right now.
So you go down, you leave. What does Gideon do?
Gideon will follow.
Okay. You guys do notice that the cloaked figure leaves the room, shuts the door, and goes down to the room next door and goes into it.
Well, I assume that we can have the door locked, right?
Yeah, you can lock it.
Okay, we'll lock that door and probably give the key to the waitress.
Yep, she takes it. Oh, pardon me.
Oh.
So Owen is eating his venison. You guys are down there. You have your juice. Anything else you're doing? Actually, hold on. Step back. One slight moment. Owen,
Yeah.
As you were having your venison down there, a gentleman in he's in nice pants. He seems to be have a red shirt with a brown leather vest, like a deerskin vest on. He has a bag over his shoulder, and he walks up to you, and he just stands there a moment, seems to be waiting patiently.
He's a
I
sim.
look at him.
He's-
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. You did such a good job taking care of those ruffians. I was wondering, could I hire you for a job, please?
What kind of job and what would it pay?
Well, are you taking that boat out there tomorrow?
The two-headed dragon?
Yes, that one. Are you heading
Mm.
down south?
Yes, I am.
Do you think you could deliver this bag for me to my brother down there? No questions asked, just take it, deliver it to him, and that's all. That's all it needs to be done. I'll pay you half of what I owe you here, and then he will pay you the other half when you get there.
And I asked two questions. One, will it explode on me? And two, will I be stopped by guards?
Well, it shouldn't explode on you. I mean, if you put explosives in it trying to get it open, yes, it could explode, but I wouldn't suggest that. I mean, just what then you wouldn't get your money, and
Mhm.
that would be breaking part of the negotiated deal. And stopped by guards, I don't think you would. I mean, it's an inconspicuous bag. You're an inconspicuous person. Now, on the other hand, if I boarded that ship, they would probably want to search me.
And how much are you giving?
Uh, well, if are you going to ask more questions? Or are you just going to take care of are you just going to do this? Because no more questions. 100 gold right now, and another 100 gold when you get there.
150?
125.
150?
Fine. My brother will pay the other 50, but you got to let him know about that.
Fine.
Very well. Now you can't open the case. It has he has the key for it. So
Okay.
but yes, here. He sets down the satchel on the counter for you, and he digs out into his coin purse and starts going through it. And you notice the bag is actually cute. It's it's an interesting bag, like you've never seen it before. It looks to be it seems to be a leather bag, a normal like messenger bag size.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, but on the front and front is the face of a kobold. It seems to have two white horns. It has it's green in color, a darker green. But it seems the opening where it goes, where you get into it, is it's its mouth. And it seems to have two top fangs that come down over the bottom that seem to be where the latches and the locks are.
It is very cute, and he would sling it around his shoulder and hold out his hands.
Yes, it is cute. I procured it from um the town a few towns up and over called Fandalin, that place that has become more popular and overrun with kobolds. They
Okay, I
seem
probably
to,
shouldn't know anymore.
true. I did say that. Never mind. But if somebody asks you, that's where you got it from, because it's a tourist trap now.
Okay.
Everyone comes around to just see all those kobolds anymore, it seems.
He still holds out his hand for the gold.
Oh, you want payment? Okay. He hands you 100 gold. Now, now my brother, his name is Arthur Feelfoot. And
Feel the foot.
Feel the foot. You got to say it quicker. He'll be at the Ostrich Inn in Southern Port Town. Do you got that? Do you need me to write it down for you?
I got it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I will make sure that he sends word when it's arrived.
Alrighty.
Okay. So he walks out.
And then Owen goes back. He pockets the gold and keeps eating.
Don't let it out of your sight.
Mama.
Now everyone comes down, and when you come down, you know, Gideon, you notice that your friend now has a green leather bag around him. It seems to have a kobold face on it.
What about Xenon?
Which- Yeah.
Oh, Xenon knows too, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. Since you weren't totally friends with him yet, I didn't say friend that because everyone's friends with Gideon, right? As soon as you walk in to talk to him.
Gideon's just like, you're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
Basically, Gideon's character is like, all right, well, let's go. Oh, is that a bag? Or
Yes, doesn't it look fabulous?
it does. It's nice. Where did you get it?
Oh, some old. Or was he an old guy?
He looked middle-aged, like 40.
Okay, so some guy was selling it, so I bought it.
Oh, neat.
And I'm only doing this just because Xenon would probably do this, but can he roll insight to figure out if you're lying? Because he doesn't know you yet.
Sure.
I'll let you
Alright,
roll
new
first.
So 16 plus so 18, 21.
All right,
Ooh.
that beats my 19. So is there any information you're willing to delve? Like, oh, he might be telling the truth or something like that.
I guess I would be up to DM.
I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. It still sounds slightly shady. There might be a little more than he's telling because you do see the locks on the bag.
So I'm taking with a grain of salt, basically.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you don't
Alright.
know him, so he could be lying, but then it's like, well, why would he really want to lie type
Yeah,
thing.
okay. I'm down for that. Well,
Yeah.
Xenon will sit back down and drink his juice, and then he'll kind of try not to pay any mind to Owen. Because he's
It's
under the
hoping-
assumption that Gideon and Owen are together.
Like together, or
Something like that. Like, they could just be adventurers, or maybe they're more. Who knows? He's not going to judge. He's not going to ask.
but you are a little curious, aren't you?
I mean, they seem to be acquainted. They're, like, asking each other questions. He makes the assumption in his head, and he keeps it at that.
They're only a couple would talk about fish facts this much.
So yeah, he doesn't question it all too much right now.
Did Gideon ever get his fish?
Actually, yes, that comes up next.
We have 5 minutes, by the way.
5 minutes? What?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
Holy cow! Time flies. I thought you guys would be further.
Well, we did do it was 40 minutes of introduction.
That is true. We did take each person at a time.
Yeah,
which
Minutes
is perfectly
first.
well. What we're going to do here is you guys are going to go where you want to at night, and this will leave off for you guys to get on the ship for next session and the escapades of the morning to start. So,
But all that aside, thank you everyone so much for coming into the very first session we have of DnD. It was a pleasure having all of you here, and I guess there's going to be more audience interactions in the future, but this was our introduction. We have Xenon, we have Gideon, and we have Owen. And then supposedly a mystery person we'll be getting from the DM. I have no idea what's happening or what's going to happen. He has this all set up and it's all in secrecy, so wahahaha? Question mark? Anyway, goodbye!
bye.